Hi there, welcome to the Tent News, where the truth comes to light and the stories everyone is talking about are brought straight to you. From shocking confessions and viral social media moments to real life mysteries and trending drama, this is the place where we uncover it all. Now, please watch this video first, and I will be back with the rest of my commentary.
I don't like involving myself in political issues and everything, but I feel like this is something that I definitely need to speak on because I've just been scrolling on TikTok, and to my surprise, I've been seeing a lot of videos on the strikes that are happening in South Africa and all the xenophobic attacks. And people are on the streets, they're marching in Pretoria, everywhere. Joburg, Exhibit, and they're busy with ballots and those placards saying foreigners must go, blah, 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 blah. They're taking our jobs. Guys, which jobs are you talking about? Like, which jobs are you referring to? Because, most of the Zimbabweans that I personally know, they work as garden boys, they work as housemaids, they do those minimalistic jobs. So if we're saying, what foreigners must go, hey, they're taking our jobs, which jobs are we talking about? Which jobs are we really referring to? Because if you're really talking about foreigners must go, definitely you're going to be matching in Sandton, you are going to be matching in Rosebank, you're going to be matching in Melrose, but you cannot access those places. So you target the places that you know, which, okay, fine, we can attack Abo Hillbro, we can attack Abo Uvel. If you guys are looking for the real foreigners, if you guys are looking for the real people that are stealing your jobs, go to Sandton, go to Melrose. Those are the places where you find big bosses, but because you know good, that's way above your tax grade. You know which definitely cannot strike in Sandton, then you decide to know it's okay for us to be beating people in Newville, it's okay for us to be beating people in Pretoria. Honestly, you guys, I am not for undocumented people in South Africa, right? I understand everyone that lives in a country, they have to be documented. I, for myself, I live in Germany. I am documented. So I understand it's not good for the economy to have immigrants that are not documented. But if we look at this properly, personally, I grew up in South Africa, and I grew up in South Africa. I've got relatives that currently live in South Africa. So basically, this is the matter that I find disturbing. It's not easy to find documents in South Africa. I've got family that stay in South Africa, and up until to date, they are still using the Zimbabwean permits that the government is even failing to renew. So if you're saying these people are undocumented, why isn't the government working on giving them proper documents? Why isn't the government putting on proper systems? Okay, everyone that comes into South Africa, either you come in with a visa or you come in with proper papers, when the government is able to issue out those permits, issue out those visas. Basically, the problem that should be dealt with, it's not undocumented immigrants, but the problem should be the solution to all of this is the government giving people documents, legal documents for people to stay in a country. And as of this xenophobic attacks, I saw like people need to be educated. If you were to sit down and read through history, you would understand Zimbabwe. I will specifically speak for Zimbabwe because I'm a Zimbabwean. Zimbabwe hosted soldiers during apartheid. If you were to go through history, you would understand that Zimbabwe was once a host. Zimbabwe was once a refuge for soldiers during the apartheid times. But because we are so blinded, because we don't even guys, this is basically a matter of is policy important. Like, I'm not insulting anyone, but I'll just say is policy important. There's no sense of they're taking our jobs. Hey, foreigners must go. Guys, as Africans, let us learn to be united. It only takes umuntu that is not well traveled. It only takes umuntu that has never been to other countries to be beating up their fellow African. I live in Europe, right? I live in Europe. It's so amazing. It's intriguing. It's amazing. It's interesting. You can literally travel from Netherlands to Austria without even needing a visa. There are no borders. There are no barriers. But because I'm Africans, we are so much close-minded. We think having other Africans in our country, they are destroying this, they're destroying infrastructure. Yes, of course, there are those bad apples. There are those foreigners that are doing illegal deals and everything, but we cannot paint all Africans with one brush. Some other Africans that live in South Africa, trust me, that they're earning an honest living. So then the foreigners must go, they are taking our jobs. Guys, why singashayi kanti abalungu? If masinenkinga ngama foreigners, why singadinga abalungu? Why is busy ngabantu abamnyama? Like, not to insult anyone, but this is really disturbing. This is really disturbing. And I, for one, I know I am a nobody, but this is really disturbing. Thank you.
And to add on to the other video that I make, I know this may sound cliche as fuck, but evil truly strives when good people do nothing. Because if we all sit by and let it happen, it can escalate to a point that we won't even be able to calm the situation or redeem ourselves after. Because already we're getting a bad rep, people think it is all of us that support us. And they're just in that thinking because we do not stand up, because it doesn't affect us, we keep quiet. but not all of us are for these xenophobic attacks that are happening in our country. Some of us acknowledge that is not the work of the minority, that this country is like this, but due to government failure time and time again to enforce proper immigration laws, that we're here. So if we don't speak on it, if we just keep quiet, then it will just go out of control. So I urge you, if you're like me and you have a platform, talk about it. Just because it doesn't affect you doesn't mean you have to keep quiet, because I'm Tsonga, but I have Tsonga cousins, Tsonga brothers, Tsonga sisters that are darker skinned than me, that don't have the privilege to be multilingual, that can only speak their language. So what would you say when they're being targeted next? And you see this thing, Guti, it's about xenophobia because it is singling out a group of people as the other. But it is not mentioning any talks about the Chinese. It is not mentioning any talks about the Koreans that run most of the businesses in towns. They run them. Do they even have permits to be selling the foods that they sell? You don't know, but you don't target them. You don't target them, you target people that are less powerful than you, because they don't have anything to defend themselves with. Hence why they are the scapegoat for the corruption and the mismanagement that happens in this country. So we were able to make GBV a national crisis. We're able to rally so much support with Women for Change. Let us do the same with this. Stop xenophobia. Let us do the same with this. We can do it. South Africa is a group of resilient and strong people. If enough of us talk about it, we can actually make a meaningful change. And please don't stay silent just because it doesn't affect you. It'll be your friend, it'll be your cousin, it'll be your co-worker. And yeah.
So many people are now calling out South Africans, those that are busy chasing away foreigners, to say, can we please stop this? And this also includes South Africans. Yes, it does include South Africans, but what I've picked up is that most of these South Africans that stand with us to say no to xenophobia, say no to xenophobia, which means stop this thing that you're doing against foreigners, right? Mostly from Limpopo, yes. Because now they understand. I think it's because of those old tweets of Ujacinta saying, the girls from Limpopo, they have to do this and this, like dissing those girls. So now they actually see it in a clear picture to say, okay, if now these foreigners move away and leave this country, which means they will come for us. These people will come for us. And I feel like at this moment, South Africa is now divided. There is a certain group that stands with this to say South Africa supports South Africans, and there is another group that says, no, let's stop this. This is not good. These foreigners are also Africans, just like us. And why are you only targeting Black Africans and not other foreigners as well? And for me, I feel like this is really good that people are now coming out, including South Africans as well, to stand to say, no, let's not divide us. Let's not be divided, as Africans. But anyway, guys, please comment your thoughts down below in the comment section. What do you think about this one?